Hey, you guys. So, welcome back to one of our first videos of a million that I'm about to upload. I'm going to show you guys how I make homemade macaroni and cheese for my toddlers, and they absolutely love it. We got to get rid of those processed mac and cheese. So, the first thing you're going to want to do when you're making macaroni and cheese is actually use the block cheese. I know they have the pre-cut cheese already, but I promise you guys, if you get the block cheese, get you a cheese grater, or yeah, I think that's what it's called, and it works magic. It is time consuming, but you will get better results using block cheese. Now, I use mild cheddar cheese. Some people like sharp cheddar cheese. I don't like it, so I use mild cheddar cheese and Kobe jack cheese, and sometimes I'll use mozzarella. But majority of the time, it is only mild cheddar cheese and Kobe jack cheese. Of course, you can use the cheese of your choice, but those are my preference. Now we're gonna grate it up. It's just something about cheese that you end up grating up yourself. Hopefully I'm saying that right. But y'all, I'm not doing this video again, okay? That just makes the macaroni and cheese taste like grandma's macaroni and cheese, okay? So that's all the cheese I use: Kobe jack cheese, mild cheddar, and mozzarella. Okay, and I tell you guys, do not get the ones that's already pre-cut. If you want real mac and cheese, get the block cheese. Okay, so now to my hot pan, I added a stick of butter, you guys. A stick, yes, a whole stick. Then we're gonna go in with the evaporated milk. I use 2 evaporated milks, and then I use 2 cups of heavy whipping cream. That is 2 cups. I know the video doesn't show it, but off camera I used it. Then I went in with garlic powder, onion powder, some black pepper, and I had to get all that onion powder out. Some Creole seasoning, okay? Just so you can make sure that that mixture is well seasoned, okay? Not too salty because you're about to put cheese in there, all right? So I added my paprika. Then I added some Kobe jack cheese and mild cheddar cheese, mozzarella, just so the sauce can get that mixture, okay? You want to cook your cheese on medium low, not high, not medium high, because the worst thing you can do when making macaroni and cheese is overcook your cheese. Like, all you need is for it to melt, because remember, it's gonna go back into the oven, so you don't want to overcook it, okay? I put that to the side. I already boiled my noodles for about 6 to 7 minutes. You can use elbow noodles, penne pasta, up to you. I chose elbow. And then what we're gonna do is get that mixture, and we're gonna add it to the pan, okay? Add it, and we're gonna mix it, and all you should hear is cheese sauce, okay? It looks like it's making a noise, okay? Mix it in really well, okay? And sometimes if you feel like it looks dry, okay, which mine doesn't, but if yours just happen to look dry, just take a cup of heavy whipping cream, add it to the mixture now, okay, and then it will thicken up, because remember, it's going back in the oven. Now this is actually your time for you to taste it, make sure that it has the level of seasoning you want, and if it does, add the rest of the cheese sauce. And what we're going to do is just mix it all in. This is like my favorite part, you guys. I know I'm new to this. I'm trying to give you guys longer videos. So if you guys can like, comment, share, I will actually make more time to make these videos, because on Instagram and Facebook, I only have 90 seconds to show you guys, and it's just not realistic. But once you mix it in, look at that, you guys. It looks good. Now, I can't remember if I added an extra cup of heavy whipping cream, but do you. Now we're going to go in with my cheese mix. Remember, mild cheddar, Kobe jack cheese, and mozzarella. We're going to mix that in. We're not adding to the top right now. We just want the cheese to get in the noodles, okay? And once that settles, we added cheese on top, and I put it to the side. And then here I am. You go get these bowls. I got these bowls at Walmart. I think it was 2 for $8.99, or possibly $4.99 each. I don't remember. But you guys invest into your little kids' items. It makes it so much cuter and fun. Okay, so I washed it, and all I'm doing is adding the cheese in there, the cheese mixture with the noodles, and we're gonna add it just like that. Okay, it should look just like that. Your kids will absolutely love the fact that you took your time to make them a homemade macaroni and cheese. Then I'm going to take my cheese mixture. I'm going to add it on top. The oven is already preheated at 375, I believe. And on top of that, I'm going to add that paprika because that's how soul food macaroni and cheese should look. I am Haitian, but I love cooking soul food, like from the soul. Okay, so that paprika has to go on top. Now this is me making my daughter's plates bowl. If y'all don't know, now I have 2 kids, so when I make one video, you usually see a duplicate of what I'm making because I'm feeding not 1 but 2. I have a boy who's 6 years old and I have a girl who's 3 years old. Okay, absolutely love them. They're the reason I cook so much. And then of course, for all my visitors that pop up once they see that I made food on the internet, you guys, I always make sure I have theirs set aside. Now I let it cook in the oven for about 15 minutes, probably 20. And y'all, this is how it looks. Okay, hot, nice, homemade, cheesy macaroni and cheese. Okay, now this does not compare to Kraft mac and cheese, y'all. I'm telling y'all now, it does not compare. So this is me just plating my kids' plates. As y'all know, I do a whole lot on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. So if you're not following me, go follow me. It's usually more in tune, but right now I had to get this content out. Okay, so with that mac and cheese, I made some homemade Salisbury steak that morning. So I decided to just give them the piece of the meat because they absolutely love it. My son loves extra gravy, so I made sure to put it on there. I went ahead for their veggies. They had green beans, and then for their fruits, they had strawberries. So 9 out of 10, my kids are going to eat the fruits before they eat the veggies, but it's called balance. It's on their plate. As long as they eat both options, they have to taste both options. I'm okay. And y'all gonna have to bear with me with this video because I know I'm probably all over the place, but this is the first time I'm doing a 10-minute video, not edited, not under 90 seconds, because I want to teach you guys how to make a homemade meal for your kids. Okay, all that food that we're eating daily is processed. We want to try to limit that as much as possible to make sure our kids are healthy. So this is baby girl's plate, her mac and cheese with her Salisbury steak, her strawberries, and her green beans and her juice, right? So this is the final outcome. Very demure, very tasty, very organized, very much I love my kids, okay? And yeah, y'all can't, listen, look at that. That macaroni and cheese. Kraft mac and cheese don't got nothing on mine. Kraft, do you guys want to collab? Because I'll give y'all my recipes. And we can really get some good macaroni and cheese out there to these kids. Because we know one thing kids would never turn down is macaroni and cheese, baby. They never turn it down. Well, I don't know about y'all, but my kids never turn it down, okay? And then, so they ate this for dinner. And then we turned around and they had it for dinner the next day too, because why? They requested macaroni and cheese. So if you know how to cook, whatever your kids are suggesting or requesting for dinner, 9 out of 10, you can make it from home and you won't feel bad. You just have to know how to cook, okay? So I served my kids, and as y'all can see, my kids are always happy. They eat so much. Look at him. Thank you for watching. Subscribe.